Hey, how you doing? This is Eugene. I just want to do a quick video on some features I've developed here with the CRM. So one of the problems you were having at the company I work for is that the sales reps were leaving a few of the leads behind. So the role that sales reps have is not necessarily only sales, but they kind of deal with the whole process of sale and customer service. So if there's a issue with the order they already sold, there's no customer service division they can assign it to. They have to deal with it themselves. So the issue is that they have a lot of stuff going on. And when they get a new lead, they might be dealing with something else, accepting customer, some issue with the order, or what have you. And they might have forgotten that the new lead is there and they didn't contact it. So I did create a feature on Zoho Analytics which would email them if there are any pending lead, for example, and will email them an Excel file. The other safety net I created here, not only for the new leads, but we want to create something where if they had an assignment they have to do, say for example there's a lead already created and they got to contact this lead sometime in the future, some way to track that, and they were not manually doing all these tasks because it's pretty time consuming. So what I wanted to do is find a way to create a task for them which they can go look at, but if they were to complete what they were supposed to do with a lead or account or contact, that task would automatically close without them having to go to the task manually and close it, which would take a few seconds, whatever, or even a little bit more. If they have a ton of tasks, I guess they'll have to go and see which one they should close. Maybe they forgot to close a task, and that's going to be a problem, right? So we have to have a task created automatically and close automatically if what they're supposed to do, say contact a lead for the first time, is marked, which they usually mark it by changing the lead status to not contacted to whatever it is. So these are some of the transitions we have here for the leads, and this is a blueprint. I can show you later on how to get this here. This is cool buttons, right? So probably get the gist of it. So say I'm the sales rep. Okay, this is test lead. Let's say contacting future. I have my little task at the bottom there. So you're going to see that disappear. So contact lead in the future, I can select a date and reminder, yes or no. So this will tell them, do you want to set a reminder? If you click yes, obviously it will create a task. If you click no, there's going to be no task. And this hidden, what do you call it? It's like a module, or not module, field, hidden field inside the lead. So they can't even see this if it were to go down. These two out on it, obviously. So let's click on that, yes. So you see there's two, but you refresh this, the first one to contact him has disappeared. So now you got only one, reminder contact in future, and the task should be down here. It just changes to reminder completed. So let's say, okay, let's contact this person. So blah. Do you want to set a reminder? Yes or no? Let's click yes for sake of it so you can see the new task. Now, this contact in future has been completed. So we refresh that, and now we have two of these, and the status is completed on these. As you can see right there, we still have one that says not started right there. So let's say this was a qualified lead. At this point, qualified means go on to possibly be a customer. So that becomes qualified. We refresh, and that disappeared, and we got this right here. So the idea is that if they go to their activities, just click right there, all these pending tasks will be showing up. So it's kind of like a safety net. If you miss something throughout the day, you can go to your activities and see what you missed. But if you got the email with the lead and you did with your normal daily activities, that task will automatically be completed, and you don't have to worry about it. So that's the basic idea. So I did this, well, there's two things. First, the little buttons right there. If you don't know what that is, go Blueprint, and it's, I believe it's this one right here. No, that's not it. What's the one I'm using? I think it might have been this one, yeah. Yep, this is the one for that specific. So pretty much what this does is creates kind of like flow chart. You can see the how it worked previously. And in this case, for example, when a lead is created, it creates this specific task: reminder, contact, create a lead. It has all those buttons. These are the buttons showing up, which leads you to a specific outcome, which in this case is a module called lead status, which changes the lead status to the different predefined stages we have. So anyways, this is how you create the buttons. So and this here is Zoho Flow. So it's pretty much an API. And well, if you're not familiar with this, pretty much you can drag and drop. Let's say, for example, we got the CRM. Click the CRM, and that's the Zoho option, and you can click in there, add notes, fetch lead, etc. Blah blah blah. And there's a ton of these apps you can combine with. So you got Google Sheet, for example. Do entries for Zoho Analytics is another one I have. So every time someone does X, there's an entry in Zoho Analytics, and we can analyze what they're doing. For example, how many notes are the sales rep putting on a daily basis. Well, with Zoho Flow, putting stuff in Zoho Analytics, we can know which of the reps are putting notes and which are not, etc. So in this case, we get the module empty. So every time a specific module is updated, so we click on the edit, that's the CRM connection, this is the variable creates, and this is the module leads. So this would work also on accounts and contacts. We just gotta make sure we get all the modules done, and the personal code here, this will work on any other module as long as these are updated. So fetch module entry, so we get the leads, get the ID, so we get the lead specifically, we get the code right here, and the code for this, I'm going to take a look at it. Custom code. It's this right here. So these 1, 2, 3, that's what I have for the leads so far. This is one I have for the accounts. And I plan to add some more, so pretty much if the lead status is not completed and the subject is whatever I put in here, it's going to fetch the ID for that specific task. So you want to put this just to make sure there's no errors when running the flow. So if the task is not empty, so if this is the ID, right, we got from the specific code. So this is not empty, we move over here. If you don't do this, you're going to get an error every time someone does a change to a lead. And after 20 errors, your flow's going to cancel. So with this one, you want to fetch the module entry, which is we're getting the task. So we got the task ID right there. So we want to get the specific module entry, which this is going to give you title, etc. So right. So now you got these three logical decisions, and these are, for example, when I'm clicking here, subject contains reminder, create contact lead, and is not equals to not contacted, which I guess it wouldn't matter if you got the this thing already fetched in. And then if you go over here, and what this does is got the entry ID, you change the subject to reminder completed. So these are the changes you're going to be doing. And that's pretty much it. And I got the lead status somewhere right there, completed. And right, so pretty much is, if the title is what I want here, it goes here. If not, it goes down, goes down. So this is how I did the automatic closing of the task, which is pretty convenient. Like I said, it's kind of like a safety net only. If they do their daily activities, the task will close automatically, but they can go back and see if they missed something, right? So this kind of helps them not forget about something they might have to do, which in this case right now we have leads being created, leads contacted in the future, and some new entries we're doing with accounts. We got some people getting leads, etc. Putting those in there. Anyways, that's the video.